Well, it may not be the season for some produce, but tending a garden is a year-round commitment. Many gardeners plant cover crops in the fall to protect the soil and prepare for spring, and Alex Kaiser is one of them. He's a master gardener at Riley Park Community Garden at Southlands Heritage Farm, and he joins us now. Alex, thanks for being here. Why are cover crops so important?
Yeah, so cover crops are a really awesome way to protect your soil in the winter. A lot of people don't realize that we get so much rain in the winter at the coast that it can actually compact the soil. The other factor is improving your soil quality. So some types of cover crops are really great at breaking up the soil with their kind of fibrous roots. And others are actually able to enrich the soil for you.
So for gardeners who didn't plant a cover crop in the fall this time, what's the next best thing they can do?
So the next best thing they can do is just keep the soil covered. In natural ecological systems, the soil is never left bare. So there's always some kind of leaf litter, something covering the soil and really feeding it and creating habitat for all kinds of insects and invertebrates and stuff.
What's the best thing to use as a cover?
The best thing to use as a cover in our situation, I think, is leaves. We get a lot of leaves in the fall, so you can rake those up and save them and then toss them on your beds.
We also know, and you talked about how rain can impact the soil. It has been a very warm winter so far this year. What impact does that have on gardens now and when planting starts again?
Well, a lot of people might have noticed things blooming a lot earlier than they normally do. Even some of your spring bulbs coming up now. That could be an issue. Really, like there's nothing we can do about it. If we go into a cold snap again, some foliage might be damaged, but it won't be the end of the world for those plants.
So if you've got something that's blooming now just because it hasn't been as cold as normal, are certain things actually going to survive?
Yeah, everything should survive. I mean, you might notice a little bit of like the flowers browning. In the case of like really early blooming bulbs, if those get hit by a really intense frost, they might be a little damaged as well. But they'll look bad for a little while, and that'll be it. They should survive.
And is there any treatment that you need to do, whether it's covering them, heating them? What would you do?
I mean, you can, if you're really worried about things like spring bulbs coming up, you can put a little extra leaf cover on them that'll protect them from any frost. But really, like sometimes the most hands-off approach is the best approach when it comes to gardening.
Leave it alone. Alex Kaiser, a master gardener at Riley Park Community Garden and Southlands Heritage Farm. Thanks for your time and your expertise.
Yeah, you're very welcome.